Welcome back to Special Educators Resource Room. I'm Jennifer from Positively Learning, and today we're tackling one of the biggest struggles, not just in special education, but in any setting where learning is happening. The struggle is independent work. And if you just rolled your eyes, this episode is for you. Because today we're not just talking about why independent work matters. I'm giving you a free playbook filled with tips and resources that will help you start strong. It's called the Teach Task Playbook, and it's designed to help you set up a system that actually works without the constant redirection, confusion, or stress. So if independent work systems ever felt like a hot mess, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hey, special educators, I'm Jennifer from Positively Learning. Welcome to the Special Educators Resource Room. If you're like me, you're always looking for ways to save time and streamline your work. That's why this podcast was created, to give you the systems and solutions you need to get your time back. Tune in for tips, tricks, and tools that will help you manage your workload and make the most of your time. Whether you're brand new or experienced, all are welcome in the Special Educators Resource Room. Let's start off by addressing the elephant in the room. Why does independent work often fail? Because let's be honest, independent work sounds great in theory. Students are working on their own. Teachers are getting a moment to actually teach in small groups. It's what everyone wants. But in reality, it often looks or sounds more like students asking, "What do I do next?" on repeat, tasks that take 10 times longer to prep than to complete, activities that are either too easy, boring, or too hard, frustrating, or materials that get lost, mixed up, or just completely forgotten. Sound familiar? If you've been there, I want you to know it's not your fault. The reason so many of us have struggled with independent work isn't because we're doing something wrong. It's because no one's ever really taught us how to set up the systems and structure it effectively. But the good news is that independent work can be successful. It's not this myth, and you don't have to be constantly redirecting. It's all about using the right system for you. And that's exactly what I'm going to guide you through today. One very important message is that no system is one size fits all. And for some reason in education, we always think it is, or at least we're told that. How many PLCs or summer trainings have you sat in where it seems like you've completely shifted your curriculum? And we're going to do this with fidelity, and this is how we're going to do it. And then a few years later, you're sitting there again with a completely different curriculum. I know that's been my experience. And for some reason, we don't just combine the things that worked from one with the things that worked from another. We tend to have this all or none. And when you've been in education for several decades, like I have been, you can just watch it go back and forth. All right, I'm getting off topic now. The main takeaway is it's not one size fits all. In fact, it's not even one format fits all. Today, I want to talk about a 3-part independent work system, combining task boxes, file folders, and work binders. Now, you might think that I only talk about task boxes because that was our favorite. They were just so effective. So if you're looking at a pie chart and you see the task boxes and the file folders and the work binders all evenly split 33.3%, but that's not what it looked like in my classroom. I'd say task boxes were about 75%. Most of my students absolutely loved them, but not everyone. Work binders were probably 15%. I had a few students who just preferred their own binder. The task boxes were just too much. And then file folders picked up the slack. What does it look like in your classroom? In the free playbook download, I have a reference that highlights the strengths of each format. Task boxes are great for quick, hands-on activities, perfect for independent learning. You can use them to reinforce skills for literacy, math, life skills, SEL, and they are bite-sized tasks. Work binders provide structure. They're ideal for students who need consistent, organized materials to work independently. And they are wonderful to use across different skill areas and settings. File folders are very low prep. They're very easy to store, and they're great for structured skill practice, and they are reusable activities. So students can build independence in a very predictable format. Different formats work at different times for different students' needs. I want you to be able to try out each format with your students. So in the free playbook, I put 3 sample tasks, one for each format, so you can see how they work in action. So let's talk about what's actually in this free playbook, because I know sometimes we download a freebie and it just sits in our inbox, but not this one. This is going to be something you can actually use immediately. There are 3 sample tasks. Okay, they're not actually samples. Samples I think of as these small portions of a task. These are full tasks. The first one is a task box. It's for literacy and fine motor. Students are going to use magnet tiles to build letters, reinforce letter recognition, and get some fine motor skill development in a very fun way. The file folder is also literacy. It's initial sounds match. It's a structured matching tasks where students are going to connect letters to pictures of beginning sounds, perfect for reinforcing early literacy. And the work binder is a emotions vocabulary, perfect for SEL and communication. It's a simple check-in tool to help students name and express their emotions, build self-awareness, and communication skills. These are not fluff activities, but instead low prep tasks that you can use again and again. And remember, it's not always just the skill that you're reinforcing. It's the process of working on a task from start to finish independently. And can we just take a moment to think about how wonderful would that be? Okay, I'm clearly going to run out of time to go through this whole playbook with you. So let me read off the table of contents. There's a page for getting started with independent work systems, how to choose the right format, setting up your systems, what visuals will support students, how to get everything organized, and there's some free labels to download, choosing the right task once you know which format you're going to use. There's a page showing you the free tasks with a link to download. There's some more organization to set up your independent work system. There's an invite link to join the Facebook group for task boxes. And then there's some more information on your next steps. This is all in a 10-page PDF that's going to be delivered right to your inbox. Well, I went off on a little tangent about how it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. And I hope that was helpful because many times we try something out and it doesn't work for all students. And we think this isn't going to work for us. But with a few tweaks, trying out some different formats for different students, it could be exactly what they need. But there's still more to discuss. So when you grab the playbook, if you see a topic that you want to know more about, maybe it's the organization or the visuals or choosing the right task, let me know. And I'll be sure to tackle that on the upcoming episode because you know I love talking about this. For now, I'll leave a link in the show notes that will take you to my website. It's a page where you'll see the free playbook. You just have to enter your email address and it will be sent to your inbox. And I'm going to leave you with a challenge this week. I'd like you to download the playbook and try out just one of the free tasks with your students. See how they respond. Notice what works, and then send me a message. Even better, send me a picture or join the free Facebook group and tell me how it went. I'm so excited to hear. You are doing incredible work. I appreciate everything you're doing. I can't wait to hear how this helps your students. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you next time in the Special Educators Resource Room. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm dying to ask, what'd you think? Be sure to hit the follow or subscribe buttons so that you never miss an episode. You can find the show notes and links for everything mentioned in this episode at positivelylearningblog.com. See you next week for more special education solutions.